Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Also trackies, the weekend was fabulous. So a lot of phenomenal performances, and of course, you know, the World Indoor Championships is right around the corner, beginning the first day in March, trackies. So, you know, the performances that we saw on the weekend is like a window into what will be happening at the World Indoor Championships. And of course, the United States of America had their championships over the weekend as well, and they dropped some really phenomenal performances as well. And on the back of those performances, of course, Noah Lyles was asked a very interesting question, you know, as it relates to what's going to happen when they get to the World Indoor Championships. Now, trackies, I'm going to play that little segment for you all, and then I'm going to continue with what I have to say. So let's get into it.
So now how do you two take this energy between you all and go and face the rest of the world in Scotland? What's going to happen? World domination. We the best in the world. World domination. They ain't got nothing to be said. USA is best in the country. Best in the world. We're going to make sure that everybody knows that we real world champions. All right.
All right. Trackies, that is what Noah Lyles had to say. I have to say, from a Jamaican perspective, first and foremost, every time, you know, he starts to get on our right side, he says something wild. But anyway, trackies, interestingly, as much as it pains my heart to do so, trackies, you know, I agree with Noah Lyles. I do believe that the United States of America will be heading into the World Indoor Championships, and they will pretty much dominate. Now, y'all know I did a video recently when I said, you know, Jamaica better sit this one out. I said so half jokingly, but, you know, it's real. I was being, you know, serious when I said, you know, the kind of embarrassment that we may face, you know, from, you know, seeing what will happen at the World Indoor Championships, considering, you know, who is not going, right, trackies, then, you know, when it comes to the figuring on the medal table, it's not going to look so, you know, pretty for Jamaica. So I was like, you know what, we can sit this one out. We better sit this one out. But on the back of that as well, trackies, it's like, you know what, it is what it is. You know, let's send who we're sending and let them go out there and do what they have to do. You never know. Maybe they will definitely surprise. But with that said, as I said, I agree 100% with Noah Lyles that the United States of America will definitely be dominating at the World Indoor Championships. So let me go ahead and share my screen again so that we can get in a few of the key events I believe that the America has. Now, this doesn't limit them clearly with any other event, you know, that they will be partaking in. But I believe that these events that I'll be showing you are the key ones of interest or note for the United States of America. So let's just jump straight in. And as you can see, I'm kicking things off with the women's 60 meters. Now here, track is there, you know, a few athletes that are really doing well. Julian Alfred is one. Iwa Swoboda is one. Dossa is another one. And of course, Aaliyah Hobbs. I definitely believe, based on what we've been seeing so far this year, the medals will come from these three athletes. Who will take it? Not really sure, but America is a very strong contender here to walk away with a solid medal here. Based on the times run so far, we have 699, 701, 702, 702. So that's literally just, you know, hundreds of a second apart. You know what I mean? So again, this for me is going to be a key event for the United States of America. And I believe, again, you know, that they stand a solid shot of walking away with a medal here. Now, when we go over to the men equivalent, no, same one that Noah Lyles is going to be in, things look a bit better for them, because as it stands right now, they're leading the world with the top two performances. We're talking about Noah Lyles himself having a 6.43 and Christian Coleman a 6.44, with Akeem Blake, our Jamaican, you know, right behind them at a 6.45. So as it stands right now, as long as these men turn up and execute their best race, then USA is, you know, guaranteed possibly 2 medals at least in this event. Now, clearly, as long as Akeem Blake is going, you know, we're looking for him to turn up on a first challenge, you know, for one of those major spots, meaning hopefully gold. But we'll see when he gets there. But it's still 2 medals for the United States of America. So again, trackies, when you think about the amount of events that, you know, are part of the World Indoor Championships, it's not as many as outdoors, clearly. So a few of the field events, you know, are not contested, and as well as a few of the track events are also not contested. So again, you know, these medals rack up, and again, we're looking at the medal table overall again, and, you know, so far they're looking good, right? So jumping over to the men's 60-meter hurdles, this is another dominant event for them this season. So, oh, women, sorry, let's start with the women. So right now we have Devin Charlton and Tia Joan tied world record holders. Actually, I'm very interested to see what will happen when they get to the World Indoor Championships. One, I do agree that, Tia was running at altitude and that may have assisted her somewhat. But on the other hand, I did see that, she shut down, coming off that final hurdle. So I do believe that there was more there. And I believe that that more there would cover for whatever altitude, it gave them, gave her upper hand, I suppose, in the race. So with that said, Trackies, I'm expecting her to be level with Devin Charlton. And honestly, it's going to be a dogfight for that gold. We could possibly see the world record go again. I'm very interested in that. But still, solid performance again from the Americans here. And then you're looking at, Toby Amerson, of course, Jasmine Jones. Now, Jamaica will not be sending Danielle Williams because she's not interested in going. Now, Trackies, as it relates to Akira, I'm not sure if she'll be going at this particular point. But again, based on the top performances, and it's the hardest, so it's really hard to call sometimes. But again, I always say if things go according to plan, then America could very well find themselves atop of the podium here as well. So we're jumping over now to the men equivalent in the hurdles now, 60-meter hurdles. Again, this is a dominant event for them as well, right? So Grant is right up there at number 1. Trey Cunningham is there number 2, right? So again, right here you get two solid options or possibilities for them to walk away with 2 medals here at the World Indoor Championship. So again, the medal table is turning over. They keep adding, right? So jumping over to the women's 4, while Femke Ball and Lieke Klaver clearly are leading in the world, Alexis Holmes is the only other athlete for me. Well, then again, there's Amber Annin, but I don't know if Amber Annin will be going, to be fair, right, because she's a collegiate. So let's just put her on pause for a second. Some of the athletes up behind them are collegiate. So as it stands right now, it will be Femke Ball, Lieke Klaver, and Alexis Holmes. Do believe that, she could potentially walk away with a medal here. Again, medal table continuing to turn over. Now we're just gonna scroll through the rest of these really, really quickly. Men's 4, we see America there leading with the top 3 performances. I believe some of these athletes again are collegiate athletes, so they will not be going to the World Indoor Championships, but you still get the point. America is still doing a big one in these events. Women long jump, wow, they have the 2 furthest jumpers this season so far, Tara Davis, and of course there's Jasmine Jones. Clearly Mihambo is going to be in the conversation as well. And so, well, and again, we're seeing an Asani as well. So the Germans are definitely coming out. And of course, Usuru is also there from Nigeria. So this is going to be a really good competition, I believe. But if it's one athlete, I believe will medal, it's Star, because she knows how to respond to pressure. High pressure, that's her thing. So I'm expecting America again to medal here. More medals, right? So we jump over to the triple jump. Trackies, not their strongest event, but still opportunities for them to medal here based on what's happening in the rest of the world. Then we jump over to the women's shot put, same thing. Then I realized that Chase Ely got married until I saw her name here as Chase Jackson. So Chase Jackson, is now Chase Ely is now Chase Jackson, right? So she lands up here. She's a good, pretty much solid contender for America when it comes to actually walking away with gold. And she's a competition girl. She turns up to win, and she does that, frequently. So again, more medals. So men's shot put, Ryan Krauser. I mean, come on, world record holder. He's gonna turn up. He's gonna do his thing, right? And then we're jumping over to what is this? The pole vault in the women. There's always gonna be in the conversation when it comes to Katie Moon and Sandy Morris, right, Chucky? So it's going to be interesting to see this competition. Again, when you look at the first through 6, you can clearly see, Chucky, is that, some of these athletes, well, not some of them, but it's separated by just, mere centimeters, right? I don't know if Sandy Morris is going, based on the fact that I'm not seeing this distance done at the convention center. Don't remember if she was at their trials, but still, good look for them as it relates to Katie Moon going. And then we jump over to the men's pole vault. They're leading the world here again. So Trackies, as you can see, let me stop sharing. Noah Lyles is pretty much not wrong when he says that the United States of America will be going to the World Indoor Championships to dominate, right? Based on what I showed you so far, that's not all of the events, but those are their strongest events, and that's almost all of them anyway. So clearly, America will be looking to do a big one here, and they're definitely going to dominate and top the medal table again at the World Indoor Championships. I don't expect anything different. Track is, yes, you could say, as a pushback that, well, clearly, a lot of the top athletes, are not going, and America is sending a lot of their top athletes. I do agree with that notion as well. But who's going to remember that 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, that, oh, Jamaica didn't send XYZ when they could have sent it? I mean, Jamaica is not sending any, apart from Akeem Blake right now. I don't know if Jamaica sending any of their, number one athletes you say in any particular event. So with that said, track is, I mean, who's going to remember that, 5 years on the line at Jamaica, most of the Jamaican athletes opted out of going to the World Indoor Championships. Not many. They're just going to look at it and say, oh, America dominated as usual. So yeah. As much as I hate to agree with Noah Lyles in this one, and as much as he's starting to give me that itch again to tell him to stop talking. He's right. He's definitely right. America is going to dominate. So let's see what happens at the World Indoor Championships, though. Again, that's paper. Let's see what happens when they get to the track. Like the video, of course, track is, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.